From automobiles and shipping lines to luxury fashion and cosmetics, France is home to some of the world's most powerful old money dynasties. In this video, we dive into the top 10 richest old money individuals who have shaped industries for generations. You'll meet heirs of iconic brands like Hermès and Chanel, visionaries who turned small family businesses into global empires, and leaders who guard their legacies with discipline and discretion. From Robert Peugeot's automotive dynasty to Françoise Bettencourt Meyers, the heiress to L'Oréal, and the richest woman in the world, this countdown reveals how tradition, strategy, and innovation keep these fortunes growing. Stay with us as we uncover the untold stories behind France's wealthiest old money elites. In the number 10 position, we have Robert Peugeot, a name that carries over 2 centuries of French industrial legacy. The Peugeot story began humbly in the 1800s with pepper mills and coffee grinders, but Robert's branch of the family helped transform it into one of Europe's greatest car-making dynasties. Today, Peugeot is not just a brand, it's part of Stellantis, a global giant born from the merger of PSA Group and Fiat Chrysler. Robert sits at the heart of this transformation as the chairman of Peugeot Invest, the family's powerful holding company that ensures the clan's influence extends far beyond automobiles. What makes the Peugeot dynasty so remarkable is how they've stayed relevant in industries that are constantly changing. They didn't stop at cars. Through Peugeot Invest, Robert has expanded into sectors like healthcare, finance, and technology, proving that the family fortune is not locked in the past. It's built to adapt to the future. This strategy has allowed the dynasty to maintain stability while also securing steady dividends from Stellantis, where brands like Peugeot, Citroën, Jeep, and Maserati now coexist under one roof. Robert Peugeot himself is often described as both cautious and visionary. He knows the weight of carrying a name that's been tied to French industry for over 200 years, and he approaches it with the discipline of someone determined to preserve it for generations to come. While many industrial families fade with time, the Peugeots have thrived by blending tradition with reinvention. As we step into this countdown of France's wealthiest old money dynasties, Robert Peugeot represents the perfect starting point, a guardian of legacy, steering a family name that has shaped not just cars, but the very fabric of French innovation. In the number 9 position, we have Martin Bouygues, the man at the helm of one of France's most powerful family empires. The Bouygues name may not carry the glamour of fashion or cosmetics, but its influence is felt in the roads people drive on, the skyscrapers they work in, the television they watch, and even the mobile phones in their pockets. Martin inherited the business from his father Francis, who started Bouygues as a construction company in the 1950s. What began with pouring concrete turned into a global force that builds cities, shapes skylines, and touches millions of lives every single day. Martin Bouygues is more than just a successor. He's a strategist who saw beyond cement and cranes. Under his leadership, the group expanded into telecommunications, creating Bouygues Telecom, a major player in France's competitive mobile and internet markets. Not stopping there, the family also controls TF1, one of France's largest TV networks, giving them a powerful voice in media. This unique combination of construction, telecoms, and television has created an empire that's both profitable and culturally influential. What keeps the Bouygues dynasty strong is its balance between public visibility and family discipline. While TF1 places the name in front of millions of French households, the family itself keeps a low-key profile, focusing on long-term strategy rather than flashy headlines. Martin has also ensured that the family's values remain embedded in the company, grooming the next generation to continue what his father began. From highways to high-rises, from streaming shows to phone signals, the Bouygues empire is woven into the daily life of France. Martin Bouygues stands as a reminder that true dynasties are not built overnight. They are constructed, step by step, with a vision that stretches across generations. In the number 8 position, we have Laurent Dassault, heir to one of France's most powerful industrial dynasties. The Dassault family name is synonymous with cutting-edge aviation, national defense, and technological innovation. It all began with Marcel Dassault, a brilliant engineer whose vision helped shape France's military and civil aviation industries. Today, Laurent and his siblings carry that legacy forward, overseeing Dassault Aviation, a company famous for the Falcon business jet and the Rafale fighter jet, a symbol of French engineering strength on the global stage. But Laurent's influence doesn't stop with aircraft. The family's reach extends into software through Dassault Systems, a world leader in 3D design and simulation technology, used by industries ranging from cars to architecture. Their empire also includes media, with the family holding ownership of Le Figaro, one of France's most respected newspapers. This blend of aviation, tech, and media has created a fortune that reflects both industrial might and cultural influence. Laurent Dassault himself is known for balancing tradition with innovation. While preserving the family's stake in aviation, he has also focused on expanding investments into finance, real estate, and philanthropy. His leadership style is collaborative, ensuring that the Dassault name remains strong across multiple generations without losing its entrepreneurial spirit. The Dassault story is not just about wealth, it's about legacy. The family's role in France's defense and technology makes them more than business leaders. They are strategic figures shaping the country's future. With Laurent Dassault helping to guide the dynasty, the family continues to stand as a symbol of how vision, discipline, and innovation can transform a surname into a global powerhouse. In the number 7 position, we have Vincent Bolloré, the driving force behind one of France's most fascinating old money transformations. The Bolloré story began in Brittany in the 1820s with a modest paper manufacturing company. For generations, the family built its fortune slowly, rooted in tradition. But when Vincent took control, he turned a regional paper business into a sprawling global empire spanning logistics, media, and energy. His journey shows how vision and boldness can rewrite a family's destiny. Vincent Bolloré is best known for his aggressive expansion into African logistics, where the group established dominance in ports and transport networks. This gave the family unrivaled influence in global trade, especially in emerging markets. But Bolloré didn't stop there. He pushed into electric batteries and buses long before green energy became mainstream. At the same time, he acquired stakes in media powerhouses, eventually gaining control of Vivendi, Canal Plus, and Universal Music Group before spinning parts off at massive valuations. What makes Vincent stand out is his reputation as a shrewd strategist who plays the long game. Sometimes called a corporate raider in the French press, he used bold, high-stakes investments to grow the family fortune, often surprising rivals with his daring moves. Yet despite the controversies and headlines, his empire has remained firmly under family control, with his sons now stepping into leadership roles. The Bolloré dynasty is proof that old money doesn't have to stay still. It can adapt, pivot, and reinvent itself across centuries. Vincent's legacy is not only the wealth he created, but the infrastructure, media influence, and global presence the family now commands. From paper mills to media moguls, the Bollorés embody the power of reinvention in the world of dynastic wealth. In the number 6 position, we have Axel Dumas, the 6th-generation leader of Hermès, a dynasty built on craftsmanship, heritage, and quiet luxury. Hermès began in 1837 as a harness and saddle workshop, serving Europe's elite horse riders. Over nearly 2 centuries, it has grown into one of the world's most prestigious fashion houses, famous for its Birkin and Kelly bags, silk scarves, and unmatched leather craftsmanship. Axel Dumas, a descendant of the founding family, now guides this empire with a philosophy rooted in patience and exclusivity. What makes Hermès stand apart from many other luxury giants is its refusal to chase mass production. Instead, under Axel's leadership, the brand has embraced scarcity. Waiting lists for bags can stretch for months or even years, but this very exclusivity fuels demand and keeps Hermès at the top of the luxury pyramid. Each product reflects the meticulous work of artisans, and Axel has made it his mission to protect this heritage while carefully expanding into new categories like watches, jewelry, and fragrances. Axel Dumas is not just a CEO, he is a guardian of family tradition. The Hermès family has safeguarded its independence through strict shareholder pacts, ensuring that the company remains under family control, despite pressure from larger luxury groups. Axel represents this continuity, blending modern business strategies with the soul of a house that thrives on heritage and artistry. The story of Axel Dumas in Hermès is about more than fashion. It's about discipline, vision, and a commitment to values that span generations. By resisting shortcuts and focusing on timeless quality, Axel ensures Hermès remains not just a brand, but a dynasty of elegance. In the world of old money, few names capture tradition and modern success as seamlessly as Hermès under his leadership. In the number 5 position, we have Emmanuel Besnier, the man often called the invisible billionaire of France. Heir to the Lactalis fortune, Emmanuel leads the world's largest dairy company, known for global brands like President Butter, Galbani Cheese, and Parmalat. What began in 1933 as a small cheese-making business founded by his grandfather, André Besnier, has transformed into a giant that feeds millions of people across continents. Today, under Emmanuel's low-profile but firm leadership, Lactalis remains privately held and fiercely independent, making the Besnier family one of the wealthiest dynasties in Europe. Emmanuel is known for his extreme discretion. He rarely gives interviews, avoids the spotlight, and is almost never photographed in public. Yet behind the scenes, he controls a vast empire that stretches across more than 90 countries, employing tens of thousands of workers. His leadership style is all about efficiency, secrecy, and expansion. Over the years, Lactalis has acquired hundreds of companies, including the dramatic takeover of Italy's Parmalat, which cemented its position as a true global powerhouse. But Emmanuel's journey has not been without challenges. The company has faced controversies, including food safety scandals, that forced him into the public eye. Still, his ability to steer Lactalis through storms while keeping the family's grip on the business shows the resilience that defines old money dynasties. What makes the Besnier family story so unique is the way they've turned something as simple as milk and cheese into generational wealth. Emmanuel's quiet but determined leadership ensures that Lactalis remains both a household name and a private fortress of family power. In a world where most billionaires chase attention, Emmanuel Besnier proves that true dynasties can thrive in silence, letting their empires speak louder than their words. In the number 4 position, we have Rodolphe Saadé, the man steering CMA-CGM, one of the world's largest shipping and logistics companies. Founded in 1978 by his father Jacques Saadé, CMA-CGM started as a small Marseille-based cargo line and grew into a global giant connecting trade routes across every ocean. When Jacques passed leadership to Rodolphe, many wondered if he could handle the turbulent, high-risk world of shipping. But Rodolphe didn't just continue the legacy, he expanded it to heights his father only dreamed of. Under Rodolphe's leadership, CMA-CGM has become a vital player in international commerce. The company's fleet of container ships ensures that goods from Asia reach European and American markets, making it the backbone of global trade. During the pandemic, when shipping rates skyrocketed, CMA-CGM became one of the biggest beneficiaries, fueling a massive surge in the Saudi family fortune. But Rodolphe wisely used this windfall not just to ride the wave, but to diversify. He pushed CMA-CGM into air cargo with the launch of CMA-CGM Air Cargo, expanded into logistics services through acquisitions, and invested in digitalization to modernize operations. He also took bold steps toward sustainability, ordering ships powered by cleaner fuels to prepare for the industry's green transition. This vision has solidified CMA-CGM's place as a forward-looking shipping empire in an industry notorious for its cycles of boom and bust. What makes Rodolphe's story remarkable is the way he has upheld his father's legacy while stamping his own mark on the company. In just a few years, he transformed CMA-CGM from a strong shipping line into a diversified logistics empire. The Saadé family today stands as proof that with the right vision, a second generation can take an already successful business and expand it into a global dynasty. In the number 3 position, we have Gérard Wertheimer, one half of the brotherly duo that owns Chanel, one of the most iconic fashion houses in the world. The Wertheimer family's story with Chanel goes back to the 1920s, when their grandfather Pierre partnered with Coco Chanel herself to commercialize the legendary Chanel No. 5 perfume. Nearly a century later, Gérard and his brother Alain still own the brand privately, preserving its independence while steering it into the modern luxury era. Gérard, in particular, is known as the guardian of the brand's image, ensuring Chanel's aura of exclusivity never fades. While Alain manages more of the business strategy, Gérard focuses on the creative and cultural side. Under his watch, Chanel has upheld its reputation for craftsmanship, whether in haute couture, handbags, or fine jewelry. He has been deeply involved in maintaining the Métier d'Art network, a collection of artisanal workshops that supplies Chanel with everything from embroidery to millinery. This commitment to artistry keeps Chanel at the pinnacle of luxury, where heritage and creativity matter as much as profit. But Gérard is not limited to fashion. He has built a lifestyle empire that includes horse racing and vineyards, reflecting a passion for equestrian culture and fine wine. These ventures may appear personal, but they reinforce the family's status in circles where wealth and refinement intersect. What sets Gérard apart is his ability to preserve mystique. In an age where most luxury brands seek constant visibility, Chanel's deliberate secrecy fuels its desirability. By guarding the house's heritage and refusing to over-commercialize, Gérard Wertheimer has ensured that Chanel remains not just a fashion label, but a timeless symbol of elegance. For the Wertheimer dynasty, this balance between art and business is the true source of their enduring wealth. In the number 2 position, we have Alain Wertheimer, the elder brother who shares ownership of Chanel with Gérard. If Gérard is the guardian of craft and culture, Alain is the architect of Chanel's global business empire. He has been the driving force behind expanding the house beyond fashion and fragrances, turning it into a multi-billion-dollar powerhouse without ever diluting its exclusivity. Under his quiet but shrewd leadership, Chanel has grown into one of the most profitable luxury brands on earth, rivaling giants like LVMH while remaining firmly family-controlled. Alain's strategy has always been about long-term vision rather than quick wins. He spearheaded acquisitions that secured Chanel's supply chain, purchasing the very artisans and workshops that produce its embroidery, fabrics, and jewelry. This ensured that every Chanel creation stays true to its heritage and quality, while also protecting the brand from outside influence. By controlling these métiers d'art, Alain guaranteed Chanel independence from suppliers and positioned it as the only house that could truly claim absolute craftsmanship. Unlike many luxury executives who court publicity, Alain prefers to operate in the shadows. He rarely gives interviews and avoids the spotlight, letting Chanel's work speak for itself. This discretion has only added to the allure of the brand, reinforcing the aura of mystery that fuels customer desire. Beyond fashion, Alain has also overseen the expansion of Chanel's beauty and fragrance divisions, which bring in massive revenues while introducing younger customers to the brand. For Alain Wertheimer, the key to wealth is control, discipline, and patience. By blending family unity with strategic foresight, he has ensured that Chanel is not just a fashion house, but an untouchable dynasty. In today's luxury world, Alain stands as proof that real power is often exercised quietly, far from the spotlight. In the number 1 position, we have Françoise Bettencourt Meyers, the richest woman in the world and the ultimate symbol of France's old money dynasties. She is the granddaughter of Eugène Schuller, the chemist who founded L'Oréal in 1909 with a single hair dye formula. What began as a small laboratory in Paris grew into the world's largest cosmetics empire, shaping beauty standards across the globe. Today, Françoise not only inherits this immense fortune, but actively guides it, serving as vice chairwoman of the board while leading the family's holding company that anchors control over L'Oréal. Unlike many heirs to great fortunes, Françoise is deeply engaged in both business and culture. She is known for her intellectual pursuits, writing books on Greek mythology and biblical commentary, while also managing one of the most influential corporate empires on earth. Her approach to wealth is defined by discretion, discipline, and a deep respect for legacy. She has worked tirelessly to ensure that the Bettencourt family's partnership with Nestlé, a major shareholder in L'Oréal, remains stable, securing the long-term independence of the company. Under her watch, L'Oréal has only grown stronger, driven by innovation in skincare, makeup and hair care, as well as a bold push into sustainability. With brands like Lancôme, Garnier, and Maybelline under its wing, L'Oréal reaches every corner of the market, from luxury to everyday essentials. Françoise Bettencourt Meyers represents the pinnacle of dynastic wealth, a family fortune born from science, expanded through global vision, and preserved with wisdom. Her combination of cultural depth and business acumen makes her more than just the richest heiress. She is a custodian of a legacy that continues to shape beauty, business, and old money influence on a worldwide scale.